Hey guys, welcome to my channel Glen. My name's Glenn and I like to share with you what I learn in the world of cryptocurrency as I go through it. So in today's video I want to discuss Covesting on the PrimeXBT platform. Now you guys that have watched my videos for a while will know that I've used this in the past, and PrimeXBT have now officially released it to the general public. When I got involved in it, it was the beta stages, but now anyone can get involved. So they reached out to me and said, Glenn, to celebrate releasing the main launch of Covesting on our platform, would you do a sponsored video regarding it? Of course I said yes, because I like the platform and I also quite like the Covesting, and it done me well when I was investing my Bitcoin into it. So bear that in mind obviously when we go through this review of Covesting on the PrimeXBT account. And in the terms of being fair and transparent with you guys, the agreement can be found in the description down below between me and PrimeXBT, so that I'm as upcoming and forth and honest with you guys as I possibly can be. That being said, I was using this platform before they'd even contacted me and I quite liked it anyway. And what I'll do is I'll show you what I earned when I was investing in the Covesting side of it while it was in the beta stages. We'll have a look at what is PrimeXBT, what is Covesting, and also how it can benefit you as a user. So let's get right into the video. So before we get into today's main video, I just want to say, what about this Matrix background? It's pretty nifty. I like that. I just want to say massive thank you to everyone that's been smashing the like button and clicking subscribe on the channel. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow to new viewers. Also, I want to say a special thank you to everyone that's been joining the Telegram group chat. We're actually over 300 members now. If you want to be a part of it, there's no shilling, there's no scams. It's just a load of people talking about crypto. We don't always agree on everything, but it's conversation nonetheless, and we can all learn a bit as we go along. You can search for that on Telegram. It's just Team Glen. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's kept the conversation going in that group chat through the quiet times, through the busy times. That's been going on for about 2.5 years now. So I'm sort of really proud of that little community that we've got there, probably more so than the community that I have on YouTube, which is odd. But I just want to say a big thank you to those. If you want to contact me more directly on a personal level, just find me on Twitter with @BitGlen handle, or you can just comment on the videos down below. I read every single comment. I may not reply to them because the YouTube comment section is garbage to keep track of, but I do read every single comment that comes through. So I really do appreciate any interaction from you guys. It shows that you're listening and there's a good enough reason for me to keep doing these videos. So that being said, today I wanted to talk about Covesting on the PrimeXBT account. Now you guys may know that I quite like the PrimeXBT user interface. It's a very simple exchange to actually sign up to. If you have any experience in the cryptocurrency space, you'll know, or you'll figure out quite quickly, that actually you have to surrender quite a lot of data. So if you want to join up to the likes of Binance, KuCoin, and there's plenty of others out there, but when you have to sign up to them, you have to normally get a passport or a driving license, take a picture of it. You have to do a picture of your face. You have to write on a piece of paper what day it is. You also have to give your address, your date of birth, what your kids' names are, like loads and loads of information. And that is because they're trying to obviously adhere to the American laws, where they don't want people to be doing sort of tax evasion. So really they're setting themselves up to give your information to the government if they ever require it. The reason I like PrimeXBT is that the only things they ask when you sign up is email address and what your password you would like it to be. So this really, really easy to use, really straightforward. You can set an account up within seconds. Now this is sort of like a decentralized exchange, a bit like the likes of Uniswap and stuff, but you have that level of it being a centralized exchange in the sense that very rarely goes down, has very little downtime. You have a support there if something goes wrong or you're not sure about something, and things are always being updated at quite a quick pace. So it's got a good mixture of sort of being in between, and that's what I've tried to talk about in the past. They actually reached out to me and said, Glenn, we've just released the Covesting, can you do a video about it? And I said, well, you know, I've already done a video about Covesting, and they said, we'll pay you. that was it. That was job done. Now, I'm not doing this just because I'm shilling the Covesting side. I actually was using Covesting before they contacted me, as you guys may know from videos from probably over a month or so ago now, when I actually signed up to their beta phase, and I actually found it quite successful. I actually made a bit of profit on it, so that's happy days. Now, you guys know if you sign up to PrimeXBT, you can obviously trade Bitcoin, whether it's going up or down. You can do 100x leverage. I don't recommend that you do that. Even the professional traders only use sort of 3 times leverage, but the option is there for you. I would only use that if you really felt confident that it was going to go one way or the other. At that point, at those sort of levels, you are gambling, because you only need a small move either way to make yourself liquidated. I talk from experience. I have done this. I have also taken part in their turbo feature, which is essentially that, but on steroids, where you're essentially betting whether the price of Bitcoin will go up or down in the space of 1 to 5 minute windows. So that is really, really sort of like high risk stuff. But we've done it as a bit of a laugh, I've done it on some of my live streams where the guys were saying bet long, bet short and all that, and we was just having a laugh with it. So I didn't take it too seriously. But just be careful when you're doing this with your own money. I'd hate for you guys to lose your money. But we're not talking about those features today. We are talking about Covesting. Now, if you're not that into trading, if you're not clued up enough, or you haven't got the time to dedicate to it. Now, sometimes with Bitcoin, we all know that it may not move much in price for a whole day, but then there'll be 1 hour or half an hour where it will move massively in price. Now, unless you're constantly waiting for that moment to happen, you may miss a call, you may get a call wrong, you may be better hedging the other way. So what's a solution to this? Well, Covesting, what these guys do is they set up a strategy that they follow. So imagine if I was a trader, I can create a strategy and I can put in here, right, I'm going to do things this way, this way, this way. And then I can create a strategy, and then people can come along, you and me, and we can actually put our money into these guys. And that gives them a equity, a sum of money that they can actually trade with. Now, you got to imagine, once you start playing with big numbers like 160,000 according to this one, it means that if the price of Bitcoin goes up 1%, well, you've just made 1% of 163,000, which I would imagine is £1,000. So you have made a big chunk of money for obviously very small swings either way. Now, this incentivizes you to obviously be on the ball and keep track of it, and try and be as profitable as you can be, not try and risk one way or the other, because eventually you're going to get it wrong. And we see this with Covesting actually. If you look down the list, we have a list of traders that are currently profitable today. So long term, he is up 350% today. So he must have put in a very strong or leveraged long, and price of Bitcoin went up. I would imagine something like that happened. But what you want is really, you want someone who's really over time stood the test time. Now, I actually put my money into low leverage funds. So this was someone that actually said, look, I don't do high leveraging, I just do small trades here and there, and I try and remain profitable. Now, he's down -2% today, but consistently he has been in the top 10. I've been checking this now for a couple of months. So depends what your appetite for risk is. If you want to go all guns blazing and put all your money on someone that's profitable that day, that week, whatever, then by all means you can do that. Remember, this can go the other way. So this person could be -300% in a day, which means you've lost all your money and he's lost all his followers' money. So, but what this is supposed to do is you can deposit your Bitcoin into one of these guys. I wouldn't suggest obviously putting all your Bitcoin or majority of your Bitcoin, but you can put some of your Bitcoin to work, because we all know that one of the most profitable things with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole is trading. That tends to be the way that most people make their money in the cryptocurrency space. Well, if you haven't got time to sit there and dedicate to watching charts all day, every day, and keeping an eye on what's going on with the S&P 500, gold stocks, because that affects the price of Bitcoin going up and down, and news articles that comes out, all this information and all these signals that are being sent out all the time. If you can't keep up with that, but you wish you could, this is sort of like an in-between. You can deposit a small amount of Bitcoin and have your money working for you. So I'm going to show you my portfolio. This was actually some money that I put in of my own money that I did a month ago, and I took it out about 2 weeks ago or so, because obviously I was creating my own token, which I'll talk about in a video probably tomorrow. So if I click portfolio, you'll see here that I used low leverage fund. That was the name of the trader. And you can see here total profits was $11, so not huge sums of money, but then I didn't put huge sums of money into it, and total profits was up 10%. Now, if you're thinking, well, actually, I've got £1,000 worth of Bitcoin, or 10,000 or 100,000, that 10% looks very, very attractive. Now, obviously, I only put in $100 worth, and I actually cashed out $114 worth. So this shows you how much Bitcoin I actually was up by following his strategy. Now, if I'd gone more high risk, I could have followed one of these guys and they could have gone up 347%, and I could have cashed out that day. Now, what I like about this platform, and this is why I'm willing to sort of put my face to Covesting, is that you can cash this in and out very easily. It's very, very liquid. So the day that I actually thought, oh, you know what, I'm up 12%, I want to cash out on that, it was instant. I didn't have to wait 48 hours. I didn't have to wait for an approval process. You can put money into this, follow that trader, then a day or two later, if they've done really well, you can cash out. Or if you see that they're starting to lose money, you can cash out as well. There's no minimum tie-in period. You can just put money into them and you can take money out. And that's all because of the Covesting platform that they've been building the last couple of years. They've partnered up with PrimeXBT, and I believe they're going to partner up with other platforms in the future, but at the moment they're just focused on PrimeXBT, and I really like this. This is really, really cool. And I can imagine that some of the YouTubers out there, or some of the celebrity traders on, say, in the world of cryptocurrency, if they created a strategy or an account like this on Twitter, I can imagine lots of people following them. I'd love to see, I don't know, people like Tone Vase create an account on here so that we can actually see his performance and see how well or bad he's doing. He probably wouldn't want to do that. He'll probably call this a scam, but that's something that I would love to see going forward in the future. Now, you might say, well, Glenn, why don't you create an account? I'm not a trader, so I'm actually sitting on the fence that where you guys are, I would actually put my Bitcoin to work. I would love to, deposit it onto, I don't know, one of these traders here, and it be up 12% in a day. That's a huge amount of Bitcoin to inherit within a day. So, I think this is awesome. Now, if we actually go over to the Covesting token, they actually have a token that they created with their account. People that create the trading platform, they can get a discount off their fees. They can also use it to stake rewards. So this has been quite a popular coin. It's currently ranked 681 according to this little chart here. Coin market cap has a total market cap of $5.1 million US. So it's quite low down on the list so far. But as this becomes more and more popular, and obviously as it's marketed, and now that the launch has finally happened and anyone can jump in on it, I can imagine this doing really, really well. And we all know that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is a traders-led market. Sometimes things don't make sense why they're pumping or dumping. It's just because the way that either the traders or the technical analysis readers believe things to go. And we could have debates about this, but that is how it is. And Covesting is right smack bang in the middle of that, trying to hook up people that want to trade but can't or don't know how to, and people that feel confident enough to be a trader. They're pairing those up together, which is awesome. I'd love to see that. So if we go over to Coin Market Cap, which I haven't done for a while actually, I've been using CoinGecko. What do you guys think? Do you prefer CoinGecko over coin market cap. I do. But anyway, here we are. We've got a total circulating supply of 18 million Cove tokens. And you can see here that they've got a nice amount of 24-hour volume. So that means people are buying and selling them as they go along. Obviously, we're still very early on in its life cycle. And you can see here that currently it's quite cheap compared to where it used to be, especially against Bitcoin price. But the benefits of having the Cove token, especially for people that obviously want to get involved in the trading side, they can get trading fees reductions. So several options for trading fee reductions will be added for the strategy managers to benefit from. Fee reduction tiers will range from 10 to 100%. However, the exact amount of Cove tokens required for each level of discount will be determined at a later date. So it'd be interesting to see how many tokens you need to hold to qualify for some of these reductions. And also the improving of success fee percentages. Followers will be able to increase the percentage of success fees in their favor by staking Cove tokens and taking advantage of its utility. For example, Covesting currently takes a % of success fees on all closed profitable trades, splitting the remaining percentage between strategy managers and the follower. Distributing between strategy manager, follower and the platform are determined by a corresponding offer. May change at any time at the company's discretion according to the market conditions. So you may get a different percentage of rewards for the follower and also the manager of the funds, depending on how the market conditions are currently going. You can also have increased following limits by holding the token, and there will be token burns in the future where they're going to Covest aims to burn a proportion of the fees generated with the Covesting module at regular intervals ranging from once per month to quarterly. Fees will be calculated after excluding affiliate earnings, fee discounts and other revenue impacts. Taking this into account, as already been said, Cove token has a very high potential in the medium term perspective. Covesting has a very responsive and active community. Feel free to visit their Telegram chat, which is t.me/Covesting. It's currently trading on KuCoin, which is their main trading pair. You can also get it at HitBTC, YoBit, FatBTC and Livecoin. So there's quite a few exchanges there. Obviously, if it gets listed on Binance and stuff like that, I can imagine that this coin will pump up in price. And the good thing is with coins that are sort of priced like this, they tend to pump quite quickly and violently when things like that happen. Plus, obviously, the token burning and the staking rewards for traders, it leads me to believe that Covesting is going to do very well in the future. So that's something to keep an eye out on. So that's the coin, and then you also have obviously the Covesting platform on PrimeXBT. So I personally will be depositing some Bitcoin into one of these funds, but I'd love to hear from you guys. What's your appetite for risk? Which one of these traders do you think I should go with? Should I aim someone who's just recently had gains of 330%? Or should I go for a run-of-the-mill, nice and steady Eddie, I would like to call it, type trader? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I know some of you out there are just 100% full-out gamblers. Some of you actually take the more logical approach. Some of you out there may be watching this and thinking, I'm really good at trading and I've been really successful. Well, why not come over and create your own strategy? And if you do that, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below saying, Glenn, follow me on this strategy. I'll check you out. And obviously in the future, when I do videos talking about this platform, I may obviously bring you up in future videos. Who knows? So that's really it from me, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed that little run through of the Covesting platform. This is free for anyone to join up to. So you don't have to subscribe to it now and be on a waiting list. It's not a beta version. It's live. It's ready to rock and roll. You can deposit money in it now and see how you get on, and you can deposit the money whenever you like. So there's no minimum time period. And even the entry levels to actually deposit are very, very minuscule. So this isn't even like they're trying to grab the money and run. You can actually deposit very small amounts of Bitcoin. So here you can put in 0.001 of a Bitcoin, which I think in today's money is about $10 off the top of my head, depending on what's happening with Bitcoin right now. So very small amount of money, you can get involved and you can start gaining Bitcoin. It's my belief that this is a better way of accumulating Bitcoin than mining itself. Now, I know some of you are miners out there and you're going to absolutely freak out when I say that, but I'm talking about in terms of percentages gains and also the ease of use. I can deposit $100 of Bitcoin into this platform and I could see gains of 10%, 20%, 100%, 300% within the space of days, weeks, months. With mining, it's obviously a lot more calculated risk and it's a lot more longevity, so you have to really hope that Bitcoin continues to rise in price. Whereas this, obviously, you can gain Bitcoin whether the price is going up or down or whether the hash rate is going up or down. It doesn't matter. You can accumulate more Bitcoin. But I don't know, has that triggered some of you out there? Please comment down below. I'd love to hear. I've probably made a lot of people angry by saying that, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to smash that like button for me before you leave, and also click the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. You can also tick the little bell notification so you're notified next time that I upload a video or go live. And you can also find me on Twitter, which is @BitGlen. Or you can join that Telegram group chat that I talked about at the beginning of the video, which is Team BitGlen. That's it from me, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.